Chancellor Cummings, candidates for the baccalaureate and graduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Health Sciences, the School of Business, the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies program, the School of Education, and the Graduate School have now assembled for the 2020 spring and summer commencement exercises.
Thank you, Dr. Fazio. Graduates and special guests, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2020 spring and summer commencement ceremony of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. Today, we celebrate 958 graduates. Combined with the 647 graduates in December, UNC Pembroke has conferred degrees to 1,605 Braves in the 2019-20 academic year. That is a record that we're proud of, and that is a record that we look forward to breaking. This commencement, we have graduates from across the United States and across the world, including China, Germany, India, Iran, Iraq, Mexico, the Philippines, and Zambia. But before we continue, I ask you to join me in a moment of silence in memory and recognition of members of our Brave Nation family we lost over the past year. Biology professor Dr. Harold Maxwell, students Elizabeth McGirt and Hussein Haja, Chancellor Emeritus Dr. Joe Oxendine, past professors Hal Davis, Swanee Dixon, and Gibson Gray. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. I now invite Reverend Kelvin Barnes to the podium for the invocation.
Let us pray. Most gracious and kind Father, we come today to tell you thank you for your many blessings. One blessing in particular we are thankful for is the blessing of learning. We thank you for the privilege of gaining new skills and being able to study in their chosen areas. May each graduate, under the sound of my voice, feel proud and enjoy celebrating the success that you have granted to them. Lord, we pray that they may use the qualifications and knowledge gained at this historic institution to go out and be a blessing in a racially divided world. Help them to show compassion to those who are poor, widowed, and less fortunate. Help them to sit in high places and run for offices that will bring peace and equality to the broken world in which we live. Please place in them the continued passion for learning as they journey onwards. Thank you for every student's time with us here at the University at North Carolina at Pembroke. The education and the knowledge gained, the friendships, the relationships made, the dreams and visions that many carry in their hearts. Today, Father, would not be possible without you, and we dedicate this day to you. Thank you for leading and guiding the administration, faculty, and staff, also students. These things I ask in your Son's name. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Barnes. Now I would like to introduce one of our talented students, a junior in our School of Education and current Miss Indian North Carolina, Miss Kaitlyn Deal, to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale endless fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Kaitlyn. What incredible talent we have here at UNC Pembroke. Class of 2020, congratulations, and again, welcome to your commencement. In fact, welcome to the first ever virtual commencement at the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. This commencement is like no other in the 133 years of our university, and the class of 2020 is like no other in UNC Pembroke's history. The great Notre Dame football coach Lou Holtz said, "Show me someone who has done something worthwhile, and I'll show you someone who has overcome adversity." Show me someone who has done something worthwhile, and I'll show you someone who has overcome adversity. Your educational journey was marked by Hurricanes Matthew, Florence, and Dorian, and now the world finds itself fighting a global pandemic. You've experienced, as a student, more than what many people experience in their entire lives. But you stuck with it. You stayed focused. You completed your degree, and you accomplished what you came to Pembroke to do. Through all this, you've demonstrated resilience. Resiliency is defined as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant stress. Resiliency is the ability to recover from or adjust to misfortune or change. Adapting and recovering from adversity or misfortune or change. The class of 2020 is marked by a lot of characteristics, but without question, your greatest characteristic is your resiliency. And you've experienced, especially within the past few months in life, you can't always predict how circumstances may evolve. The future seems more uncertain, more unpredictable. And you will have twists and turns, unanticipated challenges in your journey and in your careers. But this class has proven it can adapt to adversity, to misfortune, to change, to get through life's experiences. Now, being resilient doesn't mean you don't experience stress or emotions, or in some cases, suffering. It means you have the ability to adapt so that you maintain control in any situation. And what is meant by control is simply that a resilient person will think of new ways to achieve their goal. You accept and you understand that life is full of challenges and change. You bend, but you don't break. Resilience is when you've been hit pretty hard, but the key is how hard can you get hit and keep moving forward. As your Chancellor, I could not be more proud of this class. I recognize that as you enter the next chapter of your life, you enter a world far different than the world I entered when I graduated college, a world that is facing far more than one challenge, a world that is marked by uncertainty. And it's a world that needs more than just your talents and knowledge, but one that needs your compassion, your influence to leave things better than you found them. It's a world that needs your resiliency. Show me a person who has done something worthwhile, and I'll show you a person who has overcome adversity. Show me a successful person, and I'll show you a resilient person. Class of 2020, you have overcome adversity. This may not have been the graduation year you wanted, and certainly not the one you expected, but you will forever mark a unique time in the history of our university. No one will ever forget the year 2020, and no one will forget this graduating class. You will be remembered by your tenacity, the character you've shown to keep pushing forward while facing adversity. Graduates, we celebrate your accomplishments, your future. We celebrate your resiliency. This is your commencement. It's just the beginning. I so wish I could tell you this in person. Congratulations, class of 2020. You earned your degree, and you well deserve it. Congratulations. I now invite Dr. Abigail Mann, Chair of the Faculty Senate, Ms. MaRyia Bass-Maynor, Chair of the Staff Council, and Mr. Thomas Crowe-Allbritton, President of the Student Government Association, to say a few words and congratulate you on your accomplishment.
On behalf of the faculty of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, I extend our sincere congratulations on your degree and the achievement it represents. I think I can safely say that you have faced a unique set of challenges in your educational journey. From pandemics to hurricanes, you have risen to the challenge and proven that you can handle whatever life throws at you. We appreciate the work you have done to reach this point and the impact you will have on your community as you employ your skills and knowledge. Again, congratulations.
To the graduating class of 2020, it is an honor to speak to you today. I would first like to start by not only saying congratulations, but you did it. Not only did you complete your degree, but you did it during a pandemic, and what an awesome and memorable accomplishment this will forever be. Today is your day. If I had to describe this 2020 class in just one word, it would be amazing. I could have found other synonyms such as awesome, incredible, or marvelous to describe you for what you have accomplished in this difficult period of our country's history, but amazing seems to be the most befitting. As inconvenient as the last 6 to 8 months have been, you have exceeded all expectations. As educators, we are charged with the sacred duty of making your path as smooth as possible, but make no mistake, you have become a new breed of path setters. You have served notice that not even COVID-19 can stop or derail your will to learn, achieve, and complete goals. You have already become heroes and encouragers to so many. On behalf of the staff at UNCP, we commend you on a job well done, and may God bless you on your future endeavors.
Class of 2020, congratulations. There's so much more that can be said than a simple congratulations, but unfortunately, I don't think any amount of recognition would really suffice for the great accomplishment that you have all made. Class of 2020, you have beaten the odds. Continue on despite the barriers faced in your way, like 2 major hurricanes and a global pandemic. You have faced the odds stacked against your favor. Facing these trials and tribulations, you've shown the world what it truly means to be a brave. However, let us not forget those whose ability to achieve were taken away or never given in the first place. Systemic oppression is a plague that is steeped into every part of our society. The world around us is rapidly changing as people of all walks of life demand justice and safety. It takes bravery to demand societal change. I challenge you all to ask every day, how am I choosing to be a brave? However, I'm sure that through everything you've learned during your time at UNCP, this train of thought is easy. So again, congratulations, and as always, go Braves. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby, MaRyia, and Thomas. I now invite Governor David Powers, member of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, to bring greetings from the board and from the University of North Carolina System Office. Mr. Powers will also importantly present the UNC Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching.
Good morning, everyone. I'm David Powers, and I'm a member of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, the governing body of the UNC system. I'm also a native of Robinson County, so it gives me particular pleasure to join you today. Thank you, Chancellor Cummings, for inviting me to participate in your spring graduation celebration. On behalf of the UNC Board of Governors, Chairman Randy Ramsey, and UNC President Peter Hans, it is my immense pleasure to bring greetings to today's graduates, their families, the university's distinguished faculty, staff, administration, alumni, and Board of Trustees. Congratulations to today's graduates. You have reached a great milestone and are about to venture out on a new beginning. You came here 4 years ago, or so, from towns and cities across North Carolina, the nation, indeed the world. You have all been through a great exercise in self-examination while receiving a first-class education at an institution with over 130 years of distinguished history of excellence in higher education and service to the people of our great state. I know that the education you received has prepared you well for your journey into the future. Your time here has been a celebration of the rich physical, cultural, and intellectual diversity that UNC Pembroke offers. The joys of new friends, the rigors of your academic study, and the robust debate of ideas all contributed to your growth as a well-rounded individual. I would also like to acknowledge Dr. Michelle Fazio, Professor of Literature, for her selection for the 2020 Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. As a first-generation college student herself, Dr. Fazio well understands the impact that universities like Pembroke has on its students and on its region. She will formally be recognized at the Winter 2020 Commencement. Congratulations, Dr. Michelle Fazio. The great American author Mark Twain once said that the two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Take your experience in UNC Pembroke and discover your why. Do well and do good. Remember to have some fun along the way, and never ever forget that you're brave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Powers, and congratulations, Dr. Fazio, on a well-deserved award. Now, graduates, it is my great honor as your Chancellor, and it's a personal privilege in my life to introduce your commencement speaker, one of UNC Pembroke's strongest advocates, the University of Houston's head basketball coach, Coach Kelvin Sampson. I've known Kelvin practically all my life. His wife, Karen, serves on our Board of Trustees, and for years, I've asked Kelvin to speak at one of our commencements. This year, he agreed to speak to the class of 2020. After Kelvin and I graduated from Pembroke Senior High School together, he went on to UNC Pembroke, which was then Pembroke State University, as a student athlete to earn bachelor's degrees in physical education as well as political science while competing in basketball and in baseball. He led our basketball team as captain while earning academic honors. In 1998, we were so proud to induct him into our Hall of Fame. Starting as assistant basketball coach at Montana Tech, he has advanced to head coaching positions at several esteemed universities. His amazing career spans over 31 years at Houston, Indiana, Oklahoma, Washington State, and Montana Tech. Kelvin has been named National Coach of the Year 3 times. After 6 years at Houston, he ranks as the career leader in winning percentage. I've followed Kelvin's career over the years. It's clear to me that passion, determination, and drive is what took his career from Pembroke State University to what it is now. Graduates, I urge you to listen to Coach Sampson's words. He is proof that whatever you want to do in life, you can accomplish your dream from UNC Pembroke with your diploma in hand. You can indeed get there from here. It is my great pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker, Coach Kelvin Sampson.
To Chancellor Cummings, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and the class of 2020, I want to say thank you to you guys. Unbelievable. You've been great role models for all Americans. Because when we think about adversity, things that we've gone through, resiliency, will always think of the class of 2020. You guys are prepared for just about everything. Now, I want you to think about what you've endured in your 4 years. Hurricanes, floods, some cases death, tough economic times, COVID-19, a pandemic. Now, what's that done is bring it on. Whatever's next, I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. These moments, though, that you've experienced together will forever link the class of 2020. You guys have something that you will have shared with each other. In some cases, it's made new friendships, brought friends closer together. And all those things will be something that, or things that you'll never forget. You know, 42 years ago, I graduated from UNC Pembroke, class of 1978. 42 years, that's a long time. When I graduated, it was Pembroke State University. I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna do. I got a degree in political science, health and physical education. There's so many people that I want to thank for the experiences I had at UNC Pembroke. It took me a while to get comfortable saying UNC Pembroke because Pembroke State University is what I always said. But I did say Pembroke State University one time that was my most proudest moment. And I think it brought out something in me I'm not sure I even had. When I graduated, I had been accepted to grad school at Michigan State University. I think the reason I applied to graduate school was I'm not sure I was ready to go into the workforce. If I had taken a job, it probably would have been as a high school basketball coach, and that would have been fine. My idol was my father. He was the high school coach at Pembroke Senior High School, and I think in the back of my mind, I always thought that I would be next in line to replace him. But this Michigan State University opportunity came up, and I decided to go for it. But while I was at Michigan State, I was on a academic scholarship that would surprise a lot of my former professors, I know. But the thing about being on an academic scholarship there, I had to maintain a 3.25 each session. They were on quarters, so we had quarter sessions all the way through the academic year. I had to teach 3 classes, take 15 credits, and then I tried to get involved with the basketball team. But I want to tell you the story about why I was very, very proud of being from Pembroke State University. I had to teach 1 credit classes in the morning. When they were over, I would go and prepare for my evening classes because in the grad school, all the classes were started at 6 o'clock, and they went from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. Well, one of the first classes I took was kinesiology, and it happened to be over in the School of Pathology. And so you go in this classroom, it's probably a little insecure. You know, I was this little kid from Pembroke, North Carolina, Lumbee, proud Lumbee, walking into my first class at Michigan State University. And the first thing that the professor did was he asked us to stand up and introduce yourself. So I was probably somewhere in the middle of the classroom, but I heard where the students were from, where they had their undergrad degrees. I heard Boston College, I heard Notre Dame, University of Michigan, University of Illinois. I might have heard even an Ivy League school, Harvard or Dartmouth or something like that. Heard a lot of Michigan States, heard some University of Minnesota's. And then when it came my turn to stand up and introduce myself, I realized that I had a little chip on my shoulder. There was something that was running through my veins that said, you know what, this is a competition. So I stood up and said, Kelvin Sampson, Pembroke State University. And I said it slow, just like that, because I wanted those people to understand where I was from. When class was over, there was a couple guys walked up to me and said, asked me, where did you say you were from? I said I was from a small college in southeastern North Carolina. And I said, well, cool. But I thought about that class, the kinesiology classes, And immediately I went back to a kinesiology class I took at Pembroke. My professor's name was Dr. Andre Nadeau, Nadeau. Absolutely the best teacher that I've ever had. He made learning fun. That was the one class I was always early for, and always a little disappointing when it ended, just because of the way he taught the class. So I felt comfortable taking those classes. But there was a little bit of a chip on my shoulder that I wanted to prove I belonged. And I think that has stayed with me throughout my career. A couple years ago, Texas Tech played University of Virginia in the Final Four. Well, in October that year, we're allowed to have one scrimmage game every year. So we scrimmaged Texas Tech in Fort Worth, Texas. And when it was scrimmage was over, their coach is a guy by the name of Chris Beard, and Chris asked me would I come over and speak to his team, and I said sure. And my talk to them was very simple. You guys are from Lubbock, Texas. You're not from Duke. You're not from East Lansing. You're not from Los Angeles. You're not from Lexington, Kentucky. You're from Lubbock, Texas. If you're from Lubbock, Texas, you have to have a chip on your shoulder. And that's a competitive edge you can never lose. So as the season went on, the team I had at University of Houston was pretty good. We wound up losing to Kentucky in the Sweet 16 that year. But Texas Tech went all the way to the national championship game against Virginia. So the night before the Virginia game, that was a Monday night, the national championship game. It was a Sunday night. Texas Tech was in their hotel having a film session to get ready for Virginia. And Coach Beard called me, and he put me on speakerphone. And each one of the players, I don't know if it's all of them, but most of the players and coaches said, never lose your chip. And that became their mantra for the season. Never lose your chip. And I think that's something that every one of you graduating seniors in the class of 2020 will really relate to, is you do have a chip. Think about what you lost this year. Think about all the things that you were planning on. The spring sports season, baseball, softball, track and field, golf, gone. You didn't get to complete. There will always be a comma somewhere in there for your senior season. For you that don't play sports, think of all the things that you missed, whether it was on committees, clubs, classes, relationships, the bonding that you had maybe with a professor. You didn't get to finish any of that. So you also have a comma. So how do we put a period on it? I'm not sure you do. I'm not sure you ever have a period. I'll be going into my 32nd year as a head coach in college basketball. And after every season, it's a comma for me because it flows right into the following season. And those things will always stay with me is we're never finished. You will never be finished. Some of you, if you aren't married, will get married. Some will have kids, some won't. Some will have a great first job. Some of you may not have a great first job. But you'll go on to your next thing. Your first job's never going to be your best job. My first job was an NAIA coach in Montana, Montana Tech, Butte, Montana. My wife and I, my wife, by the way, is Karen Loury Sampson. She's also on the board of trustees at UNC Pembroke. But I was lucky that I married Karen. She was my best friend then, and she's my best friend now. I remember we went from Pembroke to Michigan to Montana. We went from Montana to the state of Washington. Once we got to the state of Washington, I think it was in September of my first year at Washington State University as an assistant coach. And the athletic director at University of Alaska Anchorage called and asked me if I would be interested in going to Alaska and be the head coach at Alaska Anchorage. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little bit excited to be a head coach. I went on to become a head coach at Montana Tech for 4 years, Washington State as an assistant for 2. But a chance to go to Alaska, be a head coach versus being an assistant appealed to me. I went back and told Karen, I said, Karen, we got a head coaching offer today. And her ears perked up. She said, where? I said, Anchorage, Alaska. Where? She said, I followed you from Pembroke to East Lansing, Michigan, East Lansing, Michigan to Butte, Montana to Pullman, Washington. We are not going any further west. Our next move is going to be back toward home. Needless to say, I stayed in Pullman. But let me go back and finish my Montana story. When we took the job at Montana Tech, and all this ties in to some of the things that's going to happen to you guys. My first job at Montana Tech came about because I couldn't get another job. When I was a grad assistant at Michigan State won the national championship in 1979. Their best player was Magic Johnson. I happened to be a graduate assistant at Michigan State at the time, and I thought for sure that would help me get a assistant coaching job. I was only 24 years old at the time. I don't know how many resumes, visas, whatever I sent out, and every time I got a letter back, I said, this is it. This was in 1980. This is it. We're going to go. UNC Wilmington, Elon, Pfeiffer. If there was a job open, I applied for it. Could not get a job. I got so many no letters. I just assumed they were all going to be rejection letters. And then the guy I worked with at Michigan State got the head coaching job at Montana Tech. I had coached with him at Michigan State, so he asked me would I like to go to Montana with him. Went back to our little one-bedroom apartment in Mayor Student Housing at Michigan State. Told Karen, I said, Karen, what do you think about going to Montana? She said, what city? I said, Butte. I was impressed she said, what city? Because I didn't even know where Montana was. So this to tell you how great Karen is. She opened the atlas, took her finger and found Butte, and they had a black star. Now that black star means that there was a U-Haul drop. Fellows, marry up. Make sure you marry somebody a lot smarter than you. I did. She said, well, it has a U-Haul drop. Decision made. We're going to go to Butte, Montana because they got a U-Haul drop. Pretty good. So went back and didn't ask what the salary was. Don't ever ask the salary. They'll tell you. So Fred said, look, Kelvin, here's what we're going to do. You're going to get a stipend. As soon as they said stipend, I knew that wasn't a good thing. I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I did know the difference in a salary versus a stipend at this point. So the stipend was $1,000. $1,000. That's 10 months at $100, or you could get it all at once. I said, wow. So I went back and said, Karen, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge if we want to do this. Now, Karen graduated from UNC Pembroke, Pembroke State University at the time. I think she was 20 years old. She was an elementary school teacher, first grade teacher at Tanglewood Elementary in Lumberton when she was, I think, 20. So we had a little money saved up. She drove a little Celica Toyota. I'm not even sure they make those anymore. I drove a ragtop Jeep. I recruited a kid from Michigan. And so here we go. We jump into a 15-foot U-Haul, towed the Jeep behind the U-Haul, and the kid that we recruited drove the Toyota, and we took off for Montana with our stipend. Now, once we got there, Karen got a job tutoring Native American kids in the Butte school system. I think she was making $6 an hour. Now, a month into my stipend job, assistant basketball coach at Montana Tech, I was so proud of that job, had a job. I didn't care what they paid me. We just needed to survive. The vice president, and this is where people along the way, when you least expect it, will help you. His name was Vic Burt, B-U-R-T. He was the vice president of finances at Montana Tech, played basketball at Carroll College in Helena, Montana, which is the state capital. He came up and said, I saw what they're paying you here. He said, we can't have you working for that. I said, yes. I didn't really say that, but I felt that. He said, we have an opportunity up at the married student housing, which was an old miners' dorms type facility where all the married students was living. You can live there rent-free, but you have to be in charge of all the discipline. Now, most of the guys up there were single Canadian students. Most of them weren't married. One thing about Canadians on weekends, they like to drink Canadian beer. Now, Canadian beer versus American beer is a big difference. If you don't believe me, try breaking up some fights on Friday and Saturday night with those guys. But that was our first job. Montana Tech, $1,000 stipend. That's a long way from going to the Final Four at the University of Oklahoma. Long way. But that's where we started. But it was a comma. There was no period at the end of that job. It was a comma. That job led to Washington State as an assistant, became the head coach at Washington State. And then our journey's gone through Oklahoma, Indiana, Milwaukee, Houston. And this is where we are now. But it's been a great ride. And it all started at good old Pembroke State University that became UNC Pembroke. When I was in school at Pembroke, I think there was 2,300, 2,400 students. Now there's over 6,000. The last time I went back, it just blows me away at how beautiful our university is. I can't tell you how impressed I've been with Chancellor Cummings, his staff. Dr. Barry O'Brien and I played college basketball together. I know he's the dean of the School of Business. There's an MBA degree now at UNC Pembroke. That's as good as any MBA degree anywhere. Be proud to be from UNC Pembroke. But wherever you go, don't forget your chip. Don't lose your chip. Take that chip with you wherever you go, but don't ever lose it. You know, Martin Luther King said something that I've never forgotten. He said, you have a choice. You can be the thermometer or you can be a thermostat. You can check the temperature or you can change the temperature. It's your choice. You know, which person are you? Are you the person that checks the temperature or do you have the courage to go out and make a change in the temperature? Courage and comfort, it's a choice. You can choose courage or you can choose comfort, but you cannot choose both. There's gonna be tough days. Gosh, there's gonna be tough days. But look at the days you've already been through. The floods, the hurricanes, the pandemic, everything that possibly could go on. You guys have already seen it. That's why I may have graduated from UNCP in the class of 78, but the class that I will always remember, and I always have great appreciation for is the class of 2020. Go compete. Don't just play hard, learn to compete. I don't care who you're involved with in terms of applying for jobs or trying to get a job. You'll be great because you came from UNC Pembroke and you learned to compete with the chip on your shoulder. I'm proud of you guys. I wish I could be there in person. I wish I could see your eyes. I wish I could feel you. I wish I could hug your necks. Wish I could I guess elbow bump is what we can do now. So I wish I could elbow bump you. But I'm gonna be pulling for you. And I appreciate so much what you guys have had to go through. So the class of 2020, the class of 2020, the world is yours now. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Good luck, God bless, and don't forget to vote.
Thank you, Kelvin, for the inspiration, the model, and the insight that you bring to the special occasion in the lives of our graduates. We are greatly honored to have had you as our commencement speaker. Graduates, carry these words with you as you go through your journey in life. Let your ambition define your success, not any perceived limitation. At this time, I invite Mr. Don Metzger, the chairman of the UNC Pembroke Board of Trustees, to the podium. Chair Metzger will authorize the awarding of your degrees.
What a great day this is. It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I congratulate the class of 2020 on behalf of the UNC Pembroke Board of Trustees. I join the alumni, friends, families, and especially the parents of our graduates in celebrating their success of earning their degrees. Speaking for the Board of Trustees of this university and acting under the delegation of the powers of the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina System, I authorize you, Chancellor Robin Yeri Cummings, to confer the appropriate degrees upon the graduates approved by the faculties. Congratulations once again, graduates. The university's interim provost, Dr. Zoe Locklear, will now present the candidates for degrees.
Chancellor Cummings, I call upon the deans of the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Health Sciences, the School of Business, the School of Education, and the Graduate School to present to you the candidates for degrees who will be awarded diplomas upon completion of all requirements of their degree programs as prescribed by the faculty, the Board of Trustees of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, and the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina. Dr. Richard Gay, Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Chancellor Cummings, the College of Arts and Sciences is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Music, and the Bachelor of Science.
Dr. Todd Telmeco, Dean of the College of Health Sciences.
Chancellor Cummings, the College of Health Sciences is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and the Bachelor of Social Work.
Dr. Barry O'Brien, Dean of the School of Business.
Chancellor Cummings, the School of Business is pleased to announce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Accounting and the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. In addition, the BIS Council is pleased to announce the candidates for the Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies.
Dr. Loury Floyd, Dean of the School of Education.
Chancellor Cummings, the School of Education is pleased to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education and the Bachelor of Science in Special Education.
Dr. Irene Aiken, Dean of the Graduate School.
Chancellor Cummings, the Graduate School, the graduate program directors, graduate faculty, and I are pleased to present the candidates for the following graduate degrees: Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of School Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Social Work.
Chancellor Cummings, all candidates for degrees are hereby presented.
Thank you, Provost Locklear. Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty, by the authority vested in me by the University of North Carolina Board of Governors and the University of North Carolina at Pembroke Board of Trustees, and upon their completion of all requirements, I will confer upon these candidates the degree for which they have satisfied requirements with all of the associated rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations, graduates. Now, Dr. Jose Rivera, Associate Professor in the Department of Music, will announce the names of those candidates who are present today.
Greetings. Please note that those students graduating summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude wear the gold cord. Some graduates are wearing special symbols denoting their membership in academic honor societies. An additional garment, a hood, as well as the robe that is wider at the sleeves than the baccalaureate gown, recognizes graduates who have attained their master's degrees.
Virginia Rose Norris. Susan Wilson Moore. Reginald McLean. Richard William Varner II. '20 Outstanding Senior. Ishaya Lassane McCormick, Sr. Mary S. Maxwell. Bria Knight. Abdul Karim Sise. Shamika Lateria Townsend. Joseph Anthony Valentine. Jamaica K. Proctor. Angelique M. Henderson. Dominique Paris. Concetta McLaurin Wilson. Dejana Rowland. Jesse B. Evans. Diego A. Poole. Irene Michelle Tobin. Cassandra Lynn Taylor. Brandon Michael Smith. Alexei Nicole Branch. Ariana M. Lugo. Cum laude. Sierra Alexius Perry. Jocelyn Ash, cum laude. Jalen Casey Spencer. Alexander Thomas Tabolt, to be commissioned Second Lieutenant, U.S. Army. Bridget to be enlisted for the Army. Andret Matei Murray. Bruce Kenton Isley II. Tashaya Lachey Blue. Topanga Bullard, cum laude. Ariana A. Farrington, summa cum laude. Michael Anthony Seiss. Rachel L. Varner. Dominguez. Amir Omar Shamari. Jared A. Simmons. Max M. Robinson Jr. Jasmine Suggs. Stephanie D.A. Johnson. Takia Shanice York. Deborah Nanette Curtis. William W. Johnson, cum laude. Courtney Brooke Disselrath. Renee Hunt. Emily Sharon Brown, summa cum laude. Lily Roseanne Fowler. Joseph Eagleman III. Monica Lynn Javis. Marcellus Thomas, Commissioned 2nd Lieutenant, U.S. Army. Lauren Jill Oxendine. Joseph Thomas Muller, cum laude. Alexia L.D. McDonald. Christopher Ian Kesey. Isaiah A. Hawley. Moore. Lakira Monique Wilson. Cameron Taylor Stevens, to be commissioned Second Lieutenant, U.S. Army. Gerald Ireland. Alexander Britt. Infinity Marie Morales. Jasmine T. Haynes. Heather Ann Oxendine. Rosa Locklear. Carrie L. Warriors. Lindradia A. Dial. Jonathan Josiah Miller. Kayla Faith Floridia. Joshua D. Robbins. Sendine, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Jada Nicole Vernon. Madison Harris. Deshaun Crouch. Ryan Hassan Malik Cobb. Jessica Nicole Braxton, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Eric Hall. Gina Demi McKaylee Revels Carter. Lemuel Sapias Jr., cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Marcius A. Guthrie. Krishna Brianne Evers. Spencer Allen Ray, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Cheryl Renee Thompson. Elijah LeVon Andrews. Hannah M. Harold, summa cum laude, Esther G. Maynor, Honors College. Jamie Warfel, magna cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor's Honors College. Renee Revels. Moses Isaiah McGill. Emmeline Austin Hardin Mansfield, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor, Honors College. Nelwani Janelle Anderson. Dylan Travis Thomas Fisher. Riggs L. Rivera, cum laude. Logan Terry, summa cum laude. Kelsey Ray Elk. Jameson Cox. Aaliyah Farmer. Reagan L. Larson. Jonathan Thomas Treadaway. MaRyia M. Locklear. Octavia R. Johnson, magna cum laude. Sydney Brooke Locklear. Brianna Lytle. Aisha Marie Ford. Gayla Faith Tony, cum laude. Kansas Rain Stevens, cum laude. Jaslyn S. Pointer, cum laude. Victor Jose Baromi, magna cum laude. Tyasia Adriana Smith. Emily Faith Batten. Vernicia Paulette Spellman. Demarquius Q. McInnes. Mackenzie Paige McNeil. Rebecca Grace Staley. Loury Alondra Mendoza. Joshua Heaton Cade, magna cum laude and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Leanna Lachelle Jacobs, magna cum laude and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Jason Andrew Webster, magna cum laude. Morgan Casanova. Summer Ann Cutsale. Jamal D. Cromartie. Kaitlyn Dayan Ruiz Gutierrez. Alessa Jordan Kierton. Liana M. Santos. Gabrielle Lauren Thompson. Mark Alexander Wynn. Dion Lamont Green. Jamario Roberts. William Soriano. Jocelyn Alian Garcia Lopez. Pamela Denise Harlson. Deja D. Wells. Jocelyn Elizabeth Salmaron, Bachelor's of Science in Biology and Bachelor's of Arts in Spanish. Leslie Marie Locklear. Connor James Watt. Carla Emily Portillo Garcia. Gartrell Lamont Barnes. Catherine L. Ryan, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Regina L. Ryan, magna cum laude, Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Justin Matthew Jones. Shayla Alejandra Morales. Haley Marie Nall. Casey Morgan Nicole Tennant, summa cum laude. Kayla Warren. Somalia Danielle Rhodes. Mallory Tatum Leviner, summa cum laude. Jillian N. Ebron, magna cum laude. Jeremiah Ashad Kelly. Thomas James McGuire. Calicie Monet Taylor. Andrea Reagan Scott, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Miracle Strickland. Najiri Haidia Bracy, cum laude. Demi S. Michaeljohn, cum laude. Adrian Davenport, cum laude. Christy Araguin Cervantes. Catherine Chandler Flax, summa cum laude, and Esther G. Maynors Honors College. Casey Lynn Burrows, summa cum laude, and Esther G. Maynors Honor College. Cameron K. Williams. Cynthia D. Bolden. Yavel Isaiah Morris. Emily Chayton Deese. Jordan Cheyenne Smith. China Jewel Spencer. Jackson R. Bradway, cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Nakota Shea Bullard. Rachel Brianna Turner. Michael Brandon Sampson. Laura Frances Locklear. Ignayara M. Francis Hernandez Martinez. Brennan Daniel Hogan, magna cum laude. Jacob Locklear. Haley Michaela Maynor. Eddie Ray Davenport III. Kia Jamise Marie Dunn, cum laude. Carlos Miguel Rivera Jr., cum laude. Kaitlyn Paulina Royal, cum laude. Alexis G. Gray. Kenneth Brian Williams. China Monique Ethill. Andrea Lynn McDowell. Alexis Nicole Hunt. Adam Tao White. Jacqueline L. Oxendine. Michael William McGinnis. Reginald Lamont McRae. Michelin Trinice Star Henderson Maldonado. Andrew Kyle Tapp. Jaquez Elaine Tucker. Jaciel Romero Jr. Kia S. Brody, cum laude. Kayla M. Taylor. Tyler McCosey. Patricia Faith Pollard. Brittany Tara Mitchell. Shamar A. Brown. Jordan Leanne Norton. Lexus Ann Freeman, cum laude. Lexus Ann Freeman. Kayla Nicole Carlson. Kanisha Jamar Davis. Morgan Needham. Mary Kawana Cummings Carter. Dominic Kaylin Foy. Michaela Deborah King, cum laude, and Esther Maynor Honors College. Jennifer Perez Cortez. Vinalyn Rose Medrano Antonio. Justin Baldwin. Suzanne Elizabeth Gaffredo, cum laude.
Skylar Gabrielle Wumble. Brianna Locklear. Courtney Britt Sutton. Daria Tyler Parker, cum laude. Araceli Cruz, cum laude. Malik R. Scott. Valerie Oduba. Laura Kathleen O'Neill, cum laude. Victoria Marie Moore. Cole Morgan Buckner. Diamond Simone McLean. Maya Jade Hitchpeth. Janet Otani. Janetta F. Merritt. Bianca Hernandez, cum laude. Anita Hall. Natia Baptiste. Correction, Nakia Baptiste. Lauren Michelle Troxler. Naima Nagiola. Megan Lee Jones. Madison Lindsay Berry. Joshua D. McMillan. Courtney Ann Roberts. Jessica Renee Santee. Akia Sharday McLaurin. Nicholas Kevin Epps. Meredith A. Godwin, cum laude. Darius Zaquan Whitted. Ryan Eric Evans. Courtney Nicole Berkeley, cum laude. Joshua Larry Anstead. Desiree A. Lyman. Gregory Devon Bond. Ashton Victoria Jordan. Tasha Locklear. Rachel G. Jacobs. Maribel Indira Fitzgibbon. Congratulations. Pamela Young Jacobs. Sierra Gabrielle Sanders. Patrick Dwayne Gommond. Jamil P. Boyens. Hannah F. Middleton, summa cum laude, and Esther G. Maynor Honors College. Good to see you. Elijah Woods. Justice R. Leak. Nikita Hakeem Owens. Christina Danielle Carter. Jacera Nicole Baldwin. Kaitlyn Ray Oxendine. Yvonne Lynette Egbo. Melissa Marie Locklear. Naomi Emmanuel Carter. Martha Lee Locklear. Bettina Danielle Anglade. Sierra Nicole Brooks. Rebecca MaRyia Sampson. Megan Leanne McDonald. Samuel James Stewart. Jeffrey Eugene Ferris. Corey L. Singletary. Tatiana Christine Smith. Joel Keith Neal. Brittany Arlene Stokes. Veronica Demetris Alcine. Jessica Marie Little. Dana L. Mack. Nardia Leah McEwen. Connie Rachel Haynes. Deborah Denise Sinclair. Ashley Marie Smith. Heather Ann Turner. Anna Maria Guillermo Florentino. Ayo Binta Bryant. Sierra S. Cannon. Leonza Kenwood Williams. Kelly Ann Hansen. Jade Renee Lewis. Richard Anthony Miller. Shauna Hardy Hobbs. Patricia Carla Meske. Courtney Mornay Clark. Sai Vang. Roxana E. Darras. Emma Fowler Cedillo.
Whitney Lynn Blanks Hunt. Sophia Baker. Kelly Suzanne Rossi. Whitney Shaunique Dixon. Ronak Patel. Keisha Michelle Judd. Kristen K. Freeman. Julian Lamar Pipkin. Ebony Jaretha Streeter. Ronald William LeDuc. Janae Cook. Zaman Sayeden. Kimberly Michelle Zelaya Murillo. Alexandria Beth Roberts. Amy Lorraine Len. April Joan Loury. Byron Pradle. Kaitlyn Brooke Locklear.
Chancellor Cummings, all candidates for degrees have now been presented.
I must admit, graduates, celebrating commencement is one of my favorite parts of this job, and though this year it may have been different, I'm grateful we still had the opportunity to recognize this important milestone in your life. Now that you're official alumni of UNC Pembroke, I am pleased to invite your representative, the 2019 and 20 Alumni Association President, Caleb Malcolm, to the podium.
Class of 2020, let me join the long list of folks to say congratulations. You are special and you are unique. Not special and unique because you had to complete your coursework online. Many programs and many graduates can claim that. Not only because your graduation was postponed, the weather has done that. Not because your seasons were cut short, injuries have done that. Not only because you had to move, you had to check emails every day to figure out what your employment status was, what your coursework was, and where many other aspects of your life were going to be changed. You are special because all of that happened to all of you at the same time. There is unity in joy and pain. There is unity in struggle, and there is unity in cheering. Unity. As a fellow alum, I ask that you remember this event as it has redefined us all and unite behind your alma mater, not in our perfection, but in our resilience, in our people, our affinities, and our mission. UNC Pembroke has changed lives. I submit it has changed yours. Raven from Texas came here chasing an education in volleyball. She left here with so much more. We all leave this institution with so much more. That is possible because of the unity and the dedication of the faculty, staff, and folks just like you, alumni. Alumni who are committed to ensuring that our alma mater is the best that it can be. So unite with us as alumni of UNC Pembroke and make the difference in this institution that we want to see and in ourselves. Keep the Alumni Relations Office updated with your contact information and wear your alma mater proudly on your sleeves. Give back in the ways that you can. Remember, you can get there from here, and we are everywhere. On behalf of the alumni, let me once again say congratulations. Welcome to the UNCP Alumni Association, and as always, go Braves.
Caleb, thank you for your service on the Alumni Board and all that you have done during your time as president. You served with great distinction. You served with commitment. You were a true leader, and I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who had a part in making this commencement possible for our graduates. And now to our graduates, our newest alumni. I want to take a moment to remind you to recognize some of the important people you may have in your life. Your parents or guardians, your spouse and children, your grandparents and other family members, and your special friends. These are the people who helped you to get to this moment. Please be sure to thank them for all they have done, for their love, their support, for their investment in your future. Now, graduates, it has been my and Rebecca's honor to serve you as your Chancellor and your First Lady. Always know that your roots are here at this university, and you will always have a home at UNCP and people who are here rooting for your success. You are now forever a part of the Brave Nation family. Keep your focus on your goals. Use time wisely. Always work harder than the people around you. And most importantly, stay resilient. It's who you are as a Brave. This song should now have an entirely different meaning to you. Enjoy Your Alma Mater by the Pembroke Singers, led by Dr. Jae-Yoon Kim. Once again, congratulations, class of 2020. Black and gold float on forever, and go Braves.